Hey guys, what's up? It's Apollo here, and today we're playing something a little bit different. We're playing Ultimate General Gettysburg, and I'm going to be facing my most hated enemy, Jackiefish.
Yeehaw!
Oh yeah, so some Civil War action. Of course, I am playing as the rebels, like usual. A lot of people were getting mad at me because I was playing as the Union a lot, and they're like, you always play as the Union. I'm like, what are you talking about? I always... Anyways...
Yeah, I mean, the Rebels are pretty awesome. They have some pretty cool units, that's for sure. So
Yeah,
unfortunately,
commanders.
we can't actually play the new version, the new game, Ultimate General Civil War, which has made so many improvements on this game because it just doesn't have multiplayer, which is just such a shame. That game would be so awesome if it
Yeah.
had multiplayer, but obviously they've got a lot of stuff still to work out and, you know, do a lot of the battles. So you never know. We might see a multiplayer on that game, but that would be sick. So we've had to go back to the old school Ultimate General Gettysburg, the first game in the installation. And yeah, we're just gonna be fighting a kind of like a custom scenario. So this isn't any of the battles of Gettysburg. This is just kind of like a custom scenario which you can just jump in and fight. It's called the Fight for Two Hills. I believe the Union forces are on one hill and the Confederates on the other, and they both have to come down and take a middle point to see who wins. And I think we're pretty equal on numbers and men, and we have fairly similarly sized armies, so it should be fun.
Yeah, should be good. I'm ready.
I am ready indeed. Can you? Yeah, there we go. Cool.
There
Let's
we
go.
go.
US battle started. So here we go.
All
Available
right.
forces.
Fourth
I've got
of July.
9,000. Oh my god, you've got 300 more men than me.
Oh, but you have more guns.
Yeah, I do have more guns indeed. So I'm gonna have to use that to my advantage. And let's go. God, it's been a while since I've properly played this game. So
Yeah, I'm so used to the newer one that it's amazing to see. Actually, I've never played this game, so.
Oh yeah, you bought it literally for this video, didn't
Yeah.
you? So I was like, yeah. Me and you have been itching for some Civil War action recently.
Yeah.
So-
Oh, shots fired.
Already, the skirmishers. Macintosh is taking on whatever. I can't really see your
Lee,
soldiers.
2nd and 3rd Virginia.
Well, I'm going to take this nice and slow. I'm in no rush. My skirmishers can scout out. I've got more guns, so I know I just need to, you know, take it nice and slow and steady. And, you know, my superior guns will win the day.
I think I have to be more aggressive here because the
Well,
lack
you do
of
have
artillery.
yeah, you have more manpower. You know, what, 400 more men or something?
Yeah, so you can just sit back like a coward.
Well, it's only like 6 more guns. I'm
Just
sure
kidding.
they're not. I'm sure they're not going to be taking on that much of an advantage. So let's move these guns up. We were also talking about not too long ago, actually trying to find out, because there was once upon a time a beta for Empire Total War, the co-op campaign, and it's kind of almost just, you know, gone off into the dark abyss somewhere in a vault deep down at CA. But we were talking about trying to get our hands on a code or two for that, so we could actually do like a proper Empire Total War, Civil War battle, like campaign.
Co-op campaign, yeah, or
Which would just be
head-to-head.
So awesome, yeah, head-to-head for sure.
Yeah, obviously.
And,
Who else would
yeah.
we fight?
You just invade Europe or something. It'd be
Yeah.
funny.
It's like, you know what, Confederates, you don't seem so bad.
You guys ain't bad. Oh god, you're pushing on that left flank,
pushing.
are we? You charging straight in? You're a madman.
I am a
Charge in
madman.
then, Greg's. Greg's going against fucking
We're-
F. Lee Cavalry Battalion.
Yeah, dude. And I got some Armstead to back him up.
Oh shit, well you're gonna have to hit into Macintosh skirmishers if you want to mess. Okay, if that's how it is, then I think I'm gonna have to make some good tactical moves to secure that left flank. So let's make our way down. Infantry can keep pushing. I'm happy with that. Artillery, there's a perfect target for us to hit right there. I'm hoping I'm gonna win this engagement. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, I don't know. This is actually...
Pretty close. Well, we do have pretty much exactly the same amount of numbers, almost.
Almost. I got a little bit more, but you've got more artillery support over here.
Yeah. So, you know, this is going to be an extremely close battle, and every decision, I imagine, is going to be pretty influential.
Yeah, so we were talking about just like the ideal Civil War game. Really just like any battle-focused game. And we really like about this game, it's more... What does it feel? It feels more realistic, tactics-wise.
Yeah, there's loads more strategy, and I think especially in the newer version of the game, what's it, Civil War, there's so much detail. Like, they kind of give you a clean plan. Like, they're like, you can go into this battle, and there's an obvious route to attack the enemy, you know, just straight ahead. However, that's not the most optimal way of doing it, you know? There's so many places around the map which you kind of get behind the enemy, like they did in real life. You know, they really outmaneuvered on the battlefield against the enemy. And I feel like Ultimate General Civil War does that so goddamn well. You know, there's a really obvious, you know, head-on attack, but if you do that, you're gonna get slaughtered because the enemy have, you know, the cover advantage or the terrain or, you know, or whatever. And I feel like, you know, if you take a second just to kind of, you know, kind of absorb your surroundings, you'll kind of get a better idea of the map and you'll be able to approach it. So, you know, slow and steady does almost win the race.
Yeah, and like positioning is so important, like you said, and like I feel like if Total War focused more on that instead of just the micro craziness of just who can micro the fastest, instead of like actual like positioning of troops, it would be, you know, I would sacrifice graphics for more soldiers on the battlefield and just more gameplay mechanics.
Oh yeah, for sure. I would love it if Total War, like I'm not a fan of the heavy micro. You know, I don't play Total War to be, you know, MLG Pro or something like that. I play Total War because I want to be a general and recreate all these epic battles through history. And like, I just feel like, you know, Total War goes in a direction where it's like kind of trying to be almost like a competitive game, and you know, in the wrong way. I think it's trying to be competitive, if that makes sense. You know, it's trying to be competitive in who can click the fastest and do stuff like that, where it should be more competitive in the fact that, you know, you should be able to come up with a better strategy or something like that than your opponent and win the battle. Not, you know, I can, you know, click loads more than my counterpart.
Yeah, I completely agree. Oh God, are you? No. God,
I just got I got a point blank volley there with Paul against Simmers. That was brutal.
Come on, dude.
Oh, my guns are just opening up on Kemper.
Yeah, I got a little too aggressive there. I was hoping to like surprise bayonet charge you on the flank, but it's not paying off.
I mean, as I said, the battle is only a quarter, like almost halfway done. So, you know, it's kind of a good battle, you know, because it's kind of close, quite done. It's done pretty quickly. I think we're fighting 8 in the morning right now. So, you know, the fighting will succeed fairly soon, and you know, we'll have to fall back and take our dead and take stock of what happened.
Yeah. Well, another cool thing about this game is that the troops break and come back all the time, which is super realistic.
Yeah, for sure, you know. So, if I'm in a bad situation, I'm going to want to get the fuck out of there. If I'm facing down, you know, 2,000 soldiers, I'm going to want to pull back and get my energy.
Yeah,
and that's why conditioning
recover.
On this game. Yeah, exactly. Conditioning on this game is a really big important factor. If you look in the top left, you can kind of see it, their conditioning. And if they get really low, you know, really tired, they're going to perform a lot worse than, say, the units which are like fresh.
Yeah. Jeez. See, oh my God, you're breaking over there too, Paul.
Nice. I mean, they're going to come back, but that's the cool thing, you know. They're going to come back, so they obviously take a load of casualties as they retreat. But yeah, I mean, I'm going to have to get a move on soon enough because I'm running out of time and I need to take that middle point.
I think I pushed my men a little too hard there.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the cool things about this game as well, why I love because if you guys didn't even know, the guy who makes this, or one of the main leads on the team, is one of the guys who made Darth Mod. So he has that Total War background in it, which is really cool.
Yeah.
And like, you know, one of the things is, you know, you don't have to go full force. You can kind of sit back, wait for your chance, you know, take the defensive positions in this game. And, you know, my strategy of sitting back and kind of, you know, taking the battle slowly has paid off so far. The battle is definitely not over. That is for sure.
Yeah, no, it seems like
through.
Yeah, it seems like we said, like troops break and come back all the time. Now, obviously, you don't want them to break from the start, but it's not the end of the world if they break at the beginning of the battle, because they will come back.
Yeah, that is for sure. So half the battle is gone. I'm gonna have to try and advance my units a little bit. It'd be so awesome. Back on the thing, if they ever did make a co-op campaign for Ultimate General Gettysburg Civil War, it'd be so cool because all the damage, all the casualties, everything like that is carried over to the next battle. So we could have like a battle, you know, the first day of, you know, this you know, little skirmish or something, and all the casualties we do during that battle would carry over to the next one. And I think that's just such a cool idea, you know.
Yeah,
it really gives you the idea of like a grand strategy battle.
Yeah, it makes you like, instead of just being careless and like, let's charge everything in, because it doesn't matter. It makes you really think about like being super conservative about certain aspects of your army because you need them for the next battle. So you might, even if you see an opportunity like, oh, I could win this battle, but I would lose like half my army. So instead, I'm just gonna take the defeat and try to win the next battle. You know?
Yeah, exactly. You know, you might have a huge advantage in manpower in the campaign. Like say you have like loads of manpower stocked up or something, so you can afford to be really risky with your men and kind of throw them off into positions because you can replenish them in the next battle. Maybe on the other side, I can't do that. I have to kind of be really conservative, play really defensive, and it just opens up for just a really interesting strategy.
Yeah, yeah.
I also would love to see more supply, because I think in American Civil War, supply is such a key factor. You can't push really far into enemy territory because you're going to run out of supplies, and that's something that Total War doesn't really look into. You can just really just take a city, move to the next one, take a city, move to the next one, take a city, and you'll be getting all these men in, and your men will be replenishing and stuff like that. But realistically, obviously that wouldn't happen. You've just conquered a region. How are you going to get men there? It's going to take a while.
Yeah, like march. Yeah, because like in Civil War, you hear about all the Confederate raids. Like they would have like Stonewall Jackson. He would be like way back somewhere else, distracting Union armies and raiding places, while Lee is holding a strategic location because supplies were just so vitally important. Because obviously, I mean, how are you going to feed an army if you don't have any food? And
yeah, exactly. How are you going to replenish, men after a battle if you don't have any, ways for your soldiers to actually get to the armies?
Yeah.
So like, I'd love to see just more in-depth mechanics like that in Total War, or even just a Total War like game. Stuff like this is cool, but it's never ever going to be a competitor to Total War. They are two very different games, and hopefully that we do get a game on the scene at some point which does challenge Total War at what they do.
Oh god, we can only hope, because
that's just going to push Total War to make better games. And if it and maybe they can just go into two different niches. Total War goes more into the getting more people to play, and we have a game that does a lot more mechanics and stuff. Would be awesome. But I'm hoping Paradox visit the American Civil War in some form.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Like imagine an EU4 or a CK2, or maybe not CK2, but like an EU4 type Civil War would be amazing. With like more impact on battles and stuff, because it's kind of, I guess it's a shorter time period than hundreds of years, but it'd be awesome. I should probably turn my unit round.
Yeah, I'm doing the good old retreat to defensive locations strategy.
That's smart. I mean, I'm happy that you're doing that because it's giving me some time to...
yeah, there's no way I can... What the heck, man? Why do you keep breaking?
Yeah, you just need to let them rest. If you get them their conditioning up, they should be okay. And obviously make sure you have your general there as well. I think that helps boost morale. So I've lost 16% of my army at the moment.
Yeah, I think I pushed a little too aggressively with my men early on.
You might have to.
No, I know.
Battle's still going, so you might have to just do a famous cavalry charge. A famous infantry charge on the position. Yeah, exactly. You might have to, because at the moment I hold the point, so you might have to just literally charge everything you've got in to try and reclaim it.
Yeah, I've got to try to rest up some of my men.
Yeah, for that favor. I think that's a smart idea. Fall back a little bit, let your soldiers gain their energy back, and then make one big push.
One big epic melee charge, doing the rebel yell.
Give him a cold steel.
I was watching a documentary called The Civil War. It's probably like one of the greatest documentaries about the Civil War. And Shelby Foote is one of the historians they interview, and he's talking about the rebel yell. And he said that we don't really know exactly what it sounds like, but people, some people say that it sounds like a yelp, kind of like a high-pitched like yelp sound. And that after the war, during like one of those like North and South veteran meetings, they interviewed a Confederate soldier and they asked him like, "Can you do the rebel yell?" And he said that, "Well, you have to be running doing it, and I have a mouthful of teeth and a belly full of food, so I wouldn't be able to do it." So it just like shows the conditions of the Confederate army, and just like how crappy it must have been to fight in this war. Always hungry, always tired.
Yeah, I mean, well, if you think about it, and like melee combat in that era, it's been horrific. You've literally just got a blade on the end of your musket, and most of the time you hit someone with that, they're not going to die from just your stab wound. They're going to be on the floor in agony. Fighting in that conditions. Same with Napoleonic. must not have been fun in melee combat one bit.
Yeah, and the technology for the time is just, they're using the Napoleonic style warfare, and these rifles were just devastating. So
yeah,
it wasn't like
the guns came quite a long way during the Civil War, but the tactics, you know, kind of, I guess,
outdated tactics. Yeah.
So you could get, you know, organ guns towards the end of the war, right? Organ guns were a thing towards the end of the war.
The Gatling gun.
Yeah, the Gatling gun. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, I think I'm playing too much Warhammer.
It's like the organ gun.
Yeah, the Gatling
what
gun.
What tarnation is that?
Stuff that can shoot, you know, loads. Oh, your time is about to run out. You might want to get a good charge off.
Okay. Yeah.
It looks like it's slowly starting to run out.
What is time against me?
Yeah, I've got the point. I didn't need to attack you.
Yeah,
I've got the middle point.
That's right.
You need to attack me, good sir.
It's time to push forward. Push,
Come
man.
on, boys. Home back, boys. Oh my god, you have smacked so much cavalry on that right flank.
Yeah.
Battle's ending soon. Come on, end already.
Charge,
already.
Cav, charge.
And that's something I also like about these battles as well, is they kind of like end, you know, because you've somehow delayed the battle, I guess because you're still pushing or something. But like the battles, you know, it gets to a point in the day where we just both kind of fall back from our positions. You know, one side just kind of gives up and, you know, lets the other side, you know, hold the position or something like that, you know. It makes it feel very like human. You know, you have these full days of combat and then we just kind of break for the day.
Yeah,
and everyone kind of just
during nighttime.
Yeah. Come on, we are slaughtering your soldiers there.
Paul, damn you, Paul.
You want to mess with the Iron Brigade? I wouldn't do that if I was you.
Yeah. I had no other choice.
Yeah. Because obviously we're not fighting a proper, you know, we're not fighting a continuation battle or anything like that. So you know, your men don't mean anything. Throw them all away.
Just throw them in.
I wonder how many kills my guns got. One gun got 200, the other one got 100. One of them only got 29. That's pretty disappointing. And the other one got 100. So pretty decent overall. Not amazing, but
yeah, I think my downfall is that I was way too aggressive at the start instead of
yeah. I mean,
just
if you
so
look at
used
that
to
field,
Total War.
Yeah, where you can do stuff like that. Yeah, if you look on that right, or I guess your left field, there are so many dead Confederates there, just out in the open.
Oh yeah, I know.
I mean, the same for me though, really. You know, as I push across this river now, there is a ton of dead Unions as well. It's just when you go out of cover, like the wood just gives you so much cover. It's so useful.
It does.
Greg skirmishers, get up. We need to keep on pushing, boys. I don't know why the battle's still going on. End already.
I don't know.
Oh,
battle's about to end.
I have the high ground. Come on. I think you have to have a unit in the contention point, like in that middle point.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. Victory for me. So we have objective Union HQ. Nice. We managed to secure it.
Yeah.
And I lost. Oh, you lost almost 4,000 men.
Jeez. Yeah.
If you go to statistics, I guess you can see all the soldiers.
Oh yeah,
okay.
Look at that.
Let's see who got the most kills. Whoo! I'm sorry if the music's
Brigade.
really loud as well. Paul's Brigade getting 1,200 kills and only losing 500 men. That's not bad. But you've got oh my god, your best unit. They got slaughtered. Holy shit, you had 2,000 men in that unit to begin with.
Did I?
That is crazy.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
look, there's no brackets.
Yeah, just short. 50 more men, it would have been 2,000. That's insane.
Damn.
That just shows. Okay, yeah. If I could go back and play this battle again, I'd probably take it a lot slower. I was trying to overwhelm you, but by doing that, I tired out my men, so in the long run, they just didn't perform.
Yeah, for sure. Well, if you guys want to see us play more of this, do let us know by dropping a like on the video and commenting, because these videos are fun to make, you know, just us messing around, being nice and chill, and, you know, just having fun with this game, because it is a lot of fun, for sure. I definitely enjoyed myself.
Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out both points of view so you can see a good strategy on Jackie's side and a poor strategy on my side. But if we play this again, I think I'm going to do a little bit better, so we'll find out.
Well, I think if we play this game again, we should play a much bigger battle, and then that'll be a real tell, because the map will be much bigger. There'll be much more strategy involved of, you know, people setting up ambushes and using the terrain to their advantage. It should be a lot of fun.
This was just child's play.
Yes, indeed.